Sound okay. All righty. What is going on, YouTube? It is Craig Harris, the black man in the green chair, the man with, well, what is it? The man with meager ends but big heart, your agitator of information, the accuracy of an acrobat. Let's get into some of today's news. So, what is going on out there, people? Everybody in the chat, everybody within an earshot of my voice. Hopefully, everything sounds good because I did not even check it this morning. Got the news here, got some late breaking news. It looks like everybody is enjoying Hellblade from the early reviews. I did check out his review video on is the game worth it and things like that. He is saying a resounding yes. I have seen some of the gameplay of it, and it does look fascinating. So I will be picking the game up on either Friday or Saturday. I do not NOT have enough time today to play it. And I have to work Wednesday and Thursday. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So I will be playing Hellblade. I was informed on Twitter it does have puzzles. So once somebody beats it, I will be watching how to solve the puzzles. Everything else I'll get through. Also, allegedly, if you were playing this on headsets, the 7.1 headsets, from what people are saying, and shout out again to Bear Hugger, he said it is eerie. You'll have one thing going, and you'll be seeing one thing on the screen, and you'll have the ear in your ears. You'll have two different voices telling you two different things. So, I mean, again, so if you are enjoying the game, great. I'll be getting it on Saturday, amongst doing a bunch of other things. But Friday evening, Saturday is when I'll have this game, and I'll have 3 to 4 days to really enjoy it. But it sounds like it's a really good and fun game. Looks like. So let's give our shout out to Ninja Theory and just go from there. So, but shout out to Ninja Theory. They look like they knocked it out of the park on this one. So it looks like that they've done a good job. So our first big game of August, of the big August game blowout, it looks like it's done their job. Everybody has enjoyed it. From what I've seen, I mean, I haven't seen anybody come out and say it's trash. So I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to say it. But so far, this morning, East Coast time, 11:30, nobody has said anything negative about it. Nobody from around the world has either. So we have to wait and see. Also, yes, it's been verified that Lawbreakers, again, that came out today. Lawbreakers is running dynamic true 4K, 60 FPS on the PlayStation Pro. So all you folks that want to run around in an arena-style game and shoot, I'm not knocking it. That's not my style of game. I would play that game on PC. But nevertheless, the people who are enjoying that game, they're giving it pretty good reviews. They say it's a lot better than Paladins, maybe not as good as Overwatch. So it kind of falls right in the middle. But hey, $30 can't beat it. You can't beat it. So we're gonna go ahead and go ahead. So IGN's giving it an 8 out of 9 or 8 out of 9. Yeah, I mean that's what I understand. It's getting good scores across the board. And so shout out to them for doing this. And it's a $30 game, folks. So what I like about this is that it seems like people are supporting the game. So again, if we can support the game, then we will get DLC possibly, or we may get another style of game like this. Also, we'll get more games that are going to be direct digital downloads. So that means we have to make more space. So, but I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. And it sounds like everybody is. So it's an 81 on Metacritic. All right. Well, again, yeah, 8 out of 10 is what I've been hearing as far. Yeah, Anthony, that's pretty much what I've been hearing. So Guardian Legends is saying he hasn't lost a sword fight yet. Everybody else is saying, well, Lawbreakers. This is actually a good release date for Lawbreakers. Just Hellblade is doing very well. It's doing better than they thought. But there's nothing wrong with Lawbreakers. Get both. I mean, you can get 2 games for $60 and for the 2 different type of games. I mean, they appeal to 2 different kind of people. And the people who are playing Lawbreakers, they may not like Hellblade and vice versa. But yeah, I did hear Hellblade does look stunning on PC as well. So again, it's a gorgeous game. It looks good. Now again, I've watched it in the compressed on my PC screen. I have not looked at it on my 4K TV yet. And I'm not going to. Like I said, I've seen enough. I've heard enough from people I trust. And again, I really trust Bear Hugger's opinion because he gave the performance 100 over 100, I believe, or he gave it a really good score. And then he came back and said the graphics look really good too. So again, the people that have bought the game, they've enjoyed the game. So that's all. That's really good right here. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about Xbox's new UI because I don't know if you heard BGST yesterday, and I was laughing because the first 20 minutes of BGST yesterday, shout out to all those guys, but they talked about a UI. You know what they didn't talk about? Games, okay? They didn't talk about games. So they talked about the UI. But I'll get into that because my Xbox One dashboard, which I thought it was going to update this morning or something like that, I still got the same dashboard. So I don't know if I had to do some type of rain dance or whatever because I wanted to be able to come on and give you all what my take on the new dashboard was. But I can't because I don't have the new dashboard. So I just have my regular old dashboard, I guess, which is fine because I still don't know how to really work that very well. So, but it's so from what I understand, the new dashboard is it allows you to move around faster, which I don't have problems with the way it is now. It looks like, just from what I have seen online, it looks like the PlayStation dashboard. It looks like everything is on a single line now, and it just is ready to go, and that's fine because that's what we have on. I mean, again, that's what the PlayStation has. And again, like, remember what I said in my last video, the Xbox One is not a PlayStation. It's not a gaming device. This UI is really good in the sense that the people that are bragging about the UI are people who want the Xbox One to be a gaming device first. They want it to be because they want to feel like Xbox is putting games in front of everything else. I mean, they're not, but it's the reality is that that's again what it's doing is fine. If you have an Xbox One X, you should be streaming 4K like Netflix in 4K or Amazon if they got 4K stuff. You should be watching 4K movies, stuff like that. That's what they got it for. Again, when I understood that about the Xbox, I was able to embrace it. Also, you really need to be online to really unlock what they really wanted to do. I said this last week. That's what they got the Xbox for, okay? They didn't put UHD Blu-ray and 4K streaming on there. That's for you not to use it. That's what they primarily want you to use it for. And again, I've watched a couple of 4K movies on mine, and it's fine. I got no issue with it. It does have 5.1 sound, which isn't the best sound, but we live in an apartment, and 5.1 on the Xbox is fine. That's fine. The 7.1 is on the PlayStation, but I have headsets for that. So we're not being blown out of the apartment. But nevertheless, you all get what I'm saying. That's one of the differences in the system. But again, they talked about the UI for almost 20 minutes. They didn't talk about games. But again, they're not going to because they don't have any. And I have an Xbox One S, and I'm telling you right now, they ain't got no fucking game. So I'm just, I've got Forza 3. I am playing Mass Effect again, but I can't stream it on Mixer. It's not allowing me to stream it on Mixer. And I've watched all the videos. All it says for me is that cannot stream this content. So I don't know if it's because it's backwards compatible. I'm not for sure how. I don't know. I have no more answers. It is what it is. I'm still enjoying playing the game. I can't stream it. I don't know what else to do. I can't use Twitch on it. I can't, just not working. So it's disappointing, but I'm still enjoying Mass Effect. Still love the characters, still enjoying my Commander Shepard, trying to figure out, am I going to romance is it Miranda, Jack, or stick with Liara? Or still do nothing and then hook up with Ashley in the third one. So I don't know. I'm trying to see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So see what the brother man can do. Right now, I'm gonna take a sip. Oh yeah. I'm off today. So, but yeah, Hellblade is a beast, and so shout out to everybody that went out and bought it early, like this morning. I'm talking about there were people playing this game at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So shout out to all those guys that did that. I remember doing stuff like that and waiting in line at midnight and going home and playing the game. And I'm glad I don't do that anymore, but I am happy to see, and you can hear it in my voice, I am happy to see that there's still people that love doing that. I love it, so it is what it is. So, but yeah, so let me move on to the breaking news, which is that, and I don't know how many of you all are going to buy Project Cars 2 or Part 2, whatever it's being called, on either system. But the Xbox X version of Cars 2, or Project Cars 2, I should call it, is going to look significantly better than the Pro version. I'll go ahead and put that link in the description again in the chat so people can look that up themselves. This is breaking from the developer. So this is coming from a legitimate site, and it's from the, as you can see, WCCF Tech. And again, this has been confirmed by the developer. So as I said, as I said before, when the developer announces that the games are going to look and run significantly better, I was going to put it out because that's the channel I'm running. All right. I don't run a Jack Reacher channel. This is an actual confirmation. I see your Mark say you're old and you stay up late. Yeah, when you get old, every time you get up, it feels like you're hungover. Every time, it feels like you're hungover. So I can attest to that. So, this is a game, Project Cars 2, and again, to me, Project Cars 2 falls right in the middle. It does some things that Forza doesn't do well, and it does some things Gran Turismo doesn't do well. So to me, it's that game that's right in the middle. It's Mama Bear. It ain't Goldilocks. It ain't Papa Bear. It's Mama Bear. It's right there in the middle. And this is if you like driving games. But this game allegedly, it says it looks significantly better. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I'm going to make another warped attempt to screen share here. And notice I said warped attempt because all my screen sharing things are warped. So let me see if I can pull it up here. And it's not going to be that site, I know. So, but yeah. But again, back to Hellblade. Everything is looking nice on there. To see Savage Uger say that he said he ain't never seen nothing like that before. He's having a great experience on it, and that is a new one too. So. Let me go ahead and go to this is now on Trusted Reviews, and I do pull information from them. So let me make a warped attempt to share my screen here, and hopefully everybody can see it. So screen share, application, and share. Now, hopefully you all are seeing what I'm seeing. So let me hide that. And let me just, there you go. Xbox One X offers significant graphics bump over PS4 Pro for Project Cars 2, says director. I'm going to repeat that because I tripped over my own words. Xbox One X offers significant graphics bump over PS4 Pro for Project Cars 2, says director. That's coming directly. So this is not, okay. So this isn't me doing anything but reporting the news. And remember, I told you all when we got news like this, happy to go ahead and share it. And we hadn't had anything like this up there. And as you can see right now, I'm reporting it. And I think Matt's Gaming, shout out to him. I think he's got a video up right now talking about it. So again, this is something that the developer, this is on Trusted Reviews. This is on Newin. I reported it from WCC Tech. So this is something that I said I was going to do. This is a game that's a multi-plat game that does look significantly better, according to the developer, on the Xbox X versus the PlayStation. So again, we're not that it is what it is. People just again need to say, okay, that's what it is. So if you're gonna buy this game and you're gonna buy it on the PlayStation, the better looking version, according to the developer, is going to be on the Xbox. And then you may not give two craps about it, but the news is what the news is. So, but yeah, I'll be getting Hellblade again. Like I said, everybody's now, the chat's catching up. The chat is now catching up. So, but yeah, chat's catching up now. Now I'm catching up to everybody else. So, giving it a minute here. So, oh, good. You all saw that. Good. So that's, I just saw Halo Storm. How is it news? Because it's the first game that's been reported by a developer that was going to look better. And that's it. And I told you guys, as soon as I saw that, I would report it. So I'm just going ahead and doing what I told you guys I was going to do. Okay, we already know multi-plats will look. No, we don't know that because Destiny doesn't. And also, I guess, and I'll break this now. You all are not getting, I can't say you all, the Xbox One X is not going to get a Mass Effect Enhanced Andromeda game. Now, I know Mass Effect, I said, is garbage. Garbage. Yeah, Hellblade is out right now, Halo Storm, if you want to buy it. $29.99. But again, Mass Effect Andromeda, trash. Do not buy this game if you're a huge fan of Mass Effect. If you just want a game to play it. It's $29.99. But it's not. They're not even getting a enhanced version of this game. So that's what I've been talking about, Halo Storm. So, but I'm glad you're here. Glad you're doing okay. So, but that just broke about an hour ago. So I wanted to break that to you guys. And as that is it, so we'll move on. What else we got here? All right. Let me ask, I'll go more to that into the Xbox X pre-order. Let me ask you all, do you all think that Microsoft has hurt their momentum they had out of E3 by not giving us, the consumer, the ability to reserve the Xbox One X, whether we paid it off in full, whether we put it in layaway, something like that? Do you all think that's hurt their momentum? So, I mean, I'm not buying one, but if you are going to buy one, do you feel like, and again, if you're excited about buying one, that's great. But do you think that some people are starting to kind of like are asking openly, how come we haven't got pre-order information or something like that? So, that's just a general question for everybody. This is for everybody to kind of think about. It's kind of rhetorical, but that's for the chat to discuss. Just if you plan on buying one, do you feel kind of like, how come we ain't got no pre-order news yet? So, well, I don't know if it should have came out in September. But I just think it should be available to pre-order. And like I said, they may be, and I think they're waiting for a week. What is Gamescom's in a couple weeks? So I think you're going to get some kind of announcement at Gamescom. I think they'll come out and they'll show some games running on it. I mean, they're going to see Project Cars 2, maybe Forza. And again, look, the driving games on that, because driving games are easy to render anyway, but I'm not going to knock anything. Like I said, Project Cars 2, from what I have seen, the screenshots looks real good, but that's from the PC. That's from the PC. Excuse me, moving on. Okay, if it for Assassin's Creed Origins, anybody that's going to buy this game, IGN has 20 minutes of video, 18 to 20 minutes of video going right now. You can just get on their website or get on YouTube and look at it. And again, the game looks really good. And that game is running. The game you see running is running on PC, I think. But we have to wait to see. But again, you kind of get a feel what the game is. It feels like, from what I have seen of it, I only watched 5 minutes, but it feels like The Witcher. You're getting all these different missions to do, and you don't have to do it linearly. Now, Assassin's Creed has always been like that to a certain point. It's always kind of fallen back on a linear story. But this, you may not have to do that. I mean, so I was already going to buy this game. Now I'm really going to buy this game. So like I said, to me, a black man jumping off of pyramids, killing people is enough for me to get money out of my wallet. But nevertheless, this game is looking pretty good. So, and it looks like they've changed some of it where it looks like it's going to play more like The Witcher 3 in a sense that we don't have to follow this linear story. You can just kind of go off and do certain things that will add to the story, but won't upset the story. You know what I'm saying? So you have to wait and see. So, so we have to wait and see. So, but I'm buying Assassin's Creed Origins. That's a day one for me. So I'm real excited about that. That really helps me. So that helps me. That cements it for me. I'm definitely gonna, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that. So on how that rolls out. So, but let's move to the big news, which is, I'm sure you all saw this, is the Horizon DLC. Horizon Zero Dawn DLC is actually coming out November 7th, which, as we know, is the same day as the Xbox X release. So that's kind of the big news. You're getting a game, the Horizon DLC, which is anywhere from 4 to 6 hours long. And we're going to go ahead and see how that rocks out. Do a lot of people go out and buy the DLC? I mean, I know I will. I got to see how my girlfriend Aloy's doing. I ain't checked her out in a few days. So, but yeah, I'm definitely buying this DLC. If you order it now on PSN, it's $14. It is $14 right now. So, it's $14.99, I believe, on PSN Network. So, So this is something big. This is November 7th. This is Sony almost saying, and shout out to Randall Thor. It's like Sony doesn't give two fucks about the Scorpio or whatever you want to call it, the Xbox X. So they're dropping DLC from their immense successful game, and to help them move consoles on that day. So. So how many people are going to be buying this Horizon DLC? Like I said, it's bought. I'm buying it. November 7th. I'll wake up and that shit should be ready to roll, and I'll fire up Horizon. So, and again, I'm going to try to beat Horizon and get the platinum on it. So I'm going to replay the whole game. So. How does DLC outsell a console? It's not a matter of that. It's just a matter of them dropping the DLC the day of new hardware. So you're going to have your classic software versus hardware battle. I think it's a silly comparison, but it surprised me it was dropping the same day. I thought, but again, they're getting it out. Isn't that before Call of Duty? I can't remember when Call of Duty launches, but it does come out before the Star Wars. And you got to get out in front of Star Wars. I don't care who you are. So, I don't care who you are. Well, they're going to sell more than 3 copies of the Xbox X. I can tell you that much. So, I don't know how much they'll sell, but they'll sell more than that. I'm not buying one. I am going to buy Forza on that day. And I guess I'll buy this Horizon DLC. I'm good. I'm good on that. And I don't know when Cuphead comes out, but I'm gonna buy Cuphead release date too. Because like I said, those cats mortgaging their whole future. They're counting on people like me and you who have Xboxes to go support their game. And again, I don't care if you buy the game and you want to just and you don't want to play it. If you want to give it to me and then I will give it away to somebody, I can donate it to somebody. That's fine too. But go buy that game. Okay, you ain't got to open it. You can send it to me. Just send it to me. All right. That's for people who have Xboxes who don't want Cuphead, don't want to play Cuphead. But you know what? You should still support them because they actually are mortgaging their futures on this game. So we got, if they're going to have that kind of faith in us, we got to return the favor and have faith in them. So, you know, Forza 7. Oh, that's fine for me too. I mean, yeah, I'll be buying Forza 7 then. That's fine. But I thought it came out day and day. But I could be wrong. That's fine. That's fine. So, so yeah. But so do you guys think that Xbox has kind of slowed down their pre-order, their momentum that they had? Who has disliked this video already, man? Somebody's a troll. But that's fine. My goodness gracious, y'all are hilarious. Somebody's a troll though. You're disliking something. That's fine. Hey, you can't please everybody. So, but everything I reported here today has been accurate so far. So, yeah, Halo Storm said he's retired. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. So, oh, that's fine. I don't care if people dislike the video. That's fine. So, but I thought Forza came out November 7th. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's not that big a deal. I'll be buying it launch day or release day, however you want to put it. So, like I said, I'll be online with it. I do not want to keep Xbox Live, but I'm going to let it go at the end of this run. But I am going to pick it back up in November once everybody gets their hands on Forza. Because there are people that are going to buy the Xbox One X. They're going to buy Forza. And then we're all going to play. You know, we're all going to play. So, you know, ooh, boy. So, but hey, look, guys, if Halo Storm says he's retired, then let's let him be retired, okay? He's a fan of the Xbox. Let's that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind him being here. So you all at least be respectful to him. That's all I'm asking. It's okay to disagree with him, but don't be disagreeable. That's all I'm asking. There's a little civility there in the chat. So there's a little civility in the chat, especially from the mods. You all as moderators are supposed to be right down the middle anyway. So. So, yes, okay, he's a slave, and he's no longer a mod, okay? So let's leave it there. Some of you all could be considered slaves, too. You're still mods. So he's part of the channel. That's right. So let's just, you know, if he's retired, let's let him be retired. So, you know, as he says some things I disagree with, yes. Am I a grown enough man to let it go? Yes. So let's let it go. If I'm big enough to do it, you got to be big enough to do it. That's all I'm saying. So, but yeah, so Hellblade is you don't need a second platform. You can get it on PC, Halo Storm. If you don't want it on console, if you can you know, you let him go. Yeah, let him out of prison there, Spartan. Let him out of jail, my brother. But yeah, again, you can get Hellblade on PC as well. It's on PC and PS4. It is a PS4. It's a console exclusive. And yes, Savage Yuger's right. They are looking to add HDR later on. So it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's definitely going to be there. Ooh, excuse me. So is there something breaking about what you got here, Savage Yuger, about Forza Motorsports? Okay. Radar. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about Forza Motorsport. Yeah, 700 cars. You got the Forza. Yeah. Yeah, when's October 3rd? Damn. All right, well, that's less than 2 months from now. I'll have that game. So that suits me fine. I'm happy about that. I'll take that all day. So, yeah, and again, the more games that are out, the better it is for everybody. Everybody. Let's just keep it a buck here. So, let's just keep it a buck here. The better it is for everybody. So, but it's but you know, it is what it is, folks. So Hellblade is not exclusive. Yeah, you're right. It's on PC. It is on PC. Therefore, you're right. It's not exclusive. It's a console exclusive. And that's the reality of the situation. It's multi-plat, but it's a console exclusive. So, you know, it is what it is. So, so yeah, but again, all these games I am buying. I'm buying the Horizon DLC. I recommend you all do it as well. If you bought the game and you liked it, Assassin's Creed Origins. Again, I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan. I buy all the Assassin's Creed except that movie. I am not down with what they did with that movie. That movie was garbage. It was garbage. I mean, I was so mad when I was looking at that movie. And although that girl did look pretty good, but still, the movie wasn't that good. The Xbox dashboard, which I still have the old dashboard. I guess I'm not cool enough to get the new one. So, but nevertheless, it's supposed to let you guys move around faster. I don't know how because the one I've got moves fast. That's right. It's garbage. Okay. Garbage. Yeah, not garbage, because garbage is what you take out to the curb. Garbage. That's Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect Andromeda, garbage. You know, this, you know, so but that's what I'm talking about. But an Xbox X pre-order, I personally believe that they have slowed their own momentum down. I hope we get an announcement of the X around Gamescom, because it is starting. People are starting to get antsy. And again, I will get my hands on the true 4K taco for a review at the end of the month. So, because that's coming right out of my birthday weekend, and I know the manager, and they should have their promotional stuff. It's already been mailed to them, but they can't start selling the true 4K taco to like the 29th or something like that, the 30th or something like that. But I'll get it 2 weeks before. You know, I'll get it or 2 weeks, 2 days before. So I'm excited about it. So yeah, Xbox does have no exclusive. I mean, they got some console exclusive games, but you all, again, Guardian Legends, please, you know, understand, Xbox is not a gaming console. The Xbox One, what they're wanting is the Xbox X to be their gaming console. That's why they're pushing the multi-plats and things like that. And this is why their executives are online, whether it be through email or Twitter or doing articles saying that there's a big push for crossplay. Understand what Microsoft means by that. See, instead of crossplay helps Microsoft because they don't have a whole lot of games out there. So they're dependent on somebody else to make the game and then give them access to the game. That's what they want. That way they can say, I don't know, a game that Sony has, game ABC, very popular. But if they can come out and say that game is crossplay, they're saying it will help Sony. And Sony is saying, no, this helps you because you want access to our library. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to give somebody who you're considered competing with, and I don't think they're really competing anymore. They're trying to coexist. Microsoft sees crossplay as a way to coexist because it gives people a reason to also own that platform as well. Sony understands that and Sony is of the mindset of, you want access to our library, you buy our console to give you access to the whole library. Whereas that, you know, Microsoft, they much rather just give you the console and then let somebody else do the legwork on the software side. They're not going. Again, Microsoft has closed down studios, and everybody has closed down studios. Microsoft has closed down studios in the middle of production. Okay, because they much rather have crossplay. That way, they don't because they don't want to. Again, I'm trying to get my words here. They don't want to. It's like if I build a swimming pool. If I say I'm going to have a swimming pool at my house, and I go out and I do the research on how deep I want it to be. And I do the research on the materials. And then I go out and I physically buy the material. Then I go ahead and fill the pool with the water. It's like you as my neighbor who did not give me anything for that or saying, well, I'm going to come over there every day. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why crossplay to them is important. So, yeah, Sunset Overdrive, I heard, is good. And Sunset Overdrive is made by the same company that's doing Spider-Man. So if you want to kind of get a sense on the way the game is going to play, it's a different engine, but to get a sense on the way that Spider-Man is going to move and stuff like that, you could, in theory, play Sunset Overdrive. Yeah. So, but that's why they're not going to do crossplay. That's just the reality of the situation. So, they said Voodoo Vince or dog shit. Oh, okay. I'm not playing either one of them. So, look, if you have an Xbox, I recommend you get Forza Motorsports 3, Rise Son of Rome. Those games should be in your library if you have an Xbox. So, I mean, those are just the two games I would recommend. And, you know, any of the older games, I said, you know, Mass Effect, I'm going to have the Mass Effect series on the Xbox because that's where that series started. That's where the series died. Okay, Mass Effect died, for me, as far as I'm concerned, on my Xbox. So I'll have all 4 games on the Xbox. So, all right, so that's just kind of the way I'm looking at that, you know. And yes, it's backwards compatible. And I'm playing, like I said, Mass Effect 2 right now looks just as good. Looks just as I can't say, yeah, it looks just as good for the most part as Mass Effect Andromeda. So, you know, it is what it is. So Sunset is a must. Well, I mean, again, I'm looking, I may buy that, but I'm going to buy Hellblade first. So, and like I said, my next game for the Xbox will be that Forza. If it comes out in a couple months, I'm good. I mean, I'm fine. You know, I'm good. So Rise doesn't have longevity. Okay, didn't it have DLC? Doesn't Rise have DLC? But I mean, I'm just asking. So, but yeah, Rise is the best exclusive on Xbox. It's a console exclusive. It's on PC. But yeah, I get what you're saying. So hold off on buying that. We can't do nothing but hold off Halo Storm. It's not available for pre-order. I mean, I'm not buying one, but I'm assuming, I'm hoping that they announce a pre-order at Gamescom. That's what I'm hoping. So yes, Microsoft did steal a lot of software tech. So did Apple. They both stole. I mean, both Bill Gates and Paul Allen and Steve Jobs, they all stole. So make no mistake about it. Yeah, I'm going to play it Saturday with Anthony with a headset on. Again, shout out to Mark Camacho, the mod there, for the donation of the headset. So I don't know if there's physical copies of that game or not. So there might be. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm going to buy it digitally. So it'll be my 3rd digital game because I've got Elite Dangerous, I've got Until Dawn, and then I'll add Hellblade to it. So yeah. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, I'm gonna play Gears 4. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that too. So yeah, you're right. I need to get Gears 4 because I beat the other 3 Gears games. There are no puzzles. Again, they give me a gun, they give me an objective, and I gotta solve how I get there. So, but yeah, Gears 4. That I'll probably go ahead and there's no probably to it. I'll buy that. Yeah, I'm gonna get Gears 4. I'll probably get Gears 4 before I get Rise. But Forza 3 again, that's a good game. It's only 30 FPS. So all you guys that are screaming at 60 is better. Forza Motorsports 3 is 30 FPS, and it's a really good driving game. But you gotta like driving games, okay? If you don't, I get why. I get it. So Gears 4 was good, but didn't meet my expectations. Yeah, don't savage it. That's kind of the what a lot of people are saying. So yeah, somebody said it's trash. Damn. Gears is trash? Oh my God. That's terrible. So couldn't get into Sunset Overdrive. Yeah, I had a different taste on it. But again, that was Microsoft and going kind of out of their way with the studio, and they being their fan base did not buy that game. So Gears 4 cat character was hot. Yeah. Yeah, and again, Top Dog, if Gears is like the same old Gears, I agree. I understand what you're saying with that. But we got to understand that Microsoft is not concentrating on the games. They're about all the other stuff you can do on the console. Again, they did not put UHD Blu-ray in there for you just to look at. That's not for games. That's for you to watch movies. So, and again, that's what they want. I'm not knocking it. I told people last week on my last podcast what people were really trying to do. This is all y'all who missed it last week. What people were trying to do was they were trying to make the Xbox X into a PlayStation, and it's not a PlayStation. And had my buddy that not run, I had come up from Sarasota, Florida, and just he put it to me like that. He said people think the Xbox is a PlayStation. It's not. You need to be watching movies and doing things online. That's what Microsoft wanted you to do. And once I activated Xbox Live, that Xbox started tap dancing like the late great Gregory Hines. It does. I mean, that's what it's for. I mean, I think it's stupid to come home, put on a headset, shoot the Arbiter, call in the B2. To me, that is stupid. But again, that's what the console was made for, so that people can do that. Whereas, again, like I said, it's like a man. You all know one of your boys is gonna go home or get home early today. He's gonna make dinner for his lady. He's gonna go ahead and have the rose petals and the candles, and not that cheap dollar candle you buy at the dollar store. He's gonna go out and buy the Yankee candle, pay $25, $30, have the house smelling like vanilla when she comes in. He's gonna wine her and dine her, and then he's gonna put it on her. That's what the Xbox is. They want you to go through all this foreplay before you start playing your game. The Sony system is the opposite. That's the dude who the girl comes over and he don't want to hear how bad her day was. He just wants to bend her over the couch. Okay, that's all he's talking about, right? That's Sony. I mean, they don't care about the UI. They just care about the game being there. It's like I told somebody, they were complaining about the Sony UI, and I'm like, well, did you put a game in there? Because you bought it to play games. So, I mean, and if you bought the Xbox One to play games, you bought the wrong console, because that's not what its strength is. It's just not. So don't be upset with it. That's what it is. Embrace it or don't embrace it. But I just decided when he told it to me like that, and that was him outside looking in, that's what helped me. And I'm like, all right, it's not a bad console. It's just not a PlayStation. And it's okay to say that, just as the PlayStation is not an Xbox. So, just you like Gears for the single player. Yeah, that's fine too. And that's what I'll do on it. I will play Gears single player. But while I have Xbox Live, and again, I'm only going to keep Live to the end of the month. While I have it on Live, if I buy it, if somebody wants to jump on there and play, I'll play. Like I said, it is what it is. So, Xbox X, One X will be a letdown and flop. Why do people giving Xbox a bunch of chances? It's well, Andrew, again, it's not about giving them chances. It's about people have got to just, they have to either embrace what Microsoft is doing or not. And I'm going to speak for myself on this one. I can't speak for nobody else. What I was doing was I was trying to make the Xbox One a PlayStation, meaning that where are the games at? How come they're not doing, why didn't they just make it simple? And it took my boy, my boy coming up from Sarasota, Florida, who's a gamer, who used to be a big time gamer. He's not anymore. Again, he's married now, got 2 kids. He doesn't play as much as he used to. And he has both consoles, and he said it right to my face. Not confrontational. He just said, Craig, look, the Xbox One has a UHD Blu-ray in there, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to go ahead and watch UHD Blu-ray movies. I mean, shout out to Hard 8 Times. He made a legitimate video months ago when he said, if you got a 4K TV with HDR and you're not watching 4K movies on it, then we're not, me as the consumer that went out and bought the 4K TV. Excuse me, I'm not using the TV for what it was intended for. One of the main purposes of it was. So once I looked at it like that, I bought a couple of UHD movies, not a bunch, a couple of them. What's up, Wolflo? What did you just walk into? Nothing. I'm just doing a potty here. A potty, I called it. Once I watched a couple of movies on there, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Microsoft wants you to use it as a 4K dynamic console. Dynamic to them means different things. Okay, Cam Newton's a dynamic quarterback because he can run and pass. Now, he runs better than he passes, but you get what I'm saying. So, but when I activated Xbox Live, that thing started doing backflips and cartwheels because that's what it's centered on. It's its online connectivity to its community. The PlayStation, again, the PlayStation is the opposite of that. The PlayStation, you go out, you buy your game, or you get it digitally, and that thing's ready to go. It's ready. There's very little setup. It's ready to roll. Like people were saying, the UI on it is boring. Well, the UI is not that big a deal if all you want to do is play games. You just put your game in there and it pops up there ready to play or download this or whatever. So that's all it's intended to do. Like I said, it's the guy that comes home from work and his girl says, I'll be over there in 10 minutes. And then he throws it on her when she comes in the door. That's what it is. And that's fine. The hardcore gamer is going to always default to that, to the games. Xbox isn't that, though. And people can either embrace that or not. So, yeah, the only one Ghost is right. Xbox One S or Xbox One is a media hub. That's the truth. We either got to embrace it as what it is and enjoy it, or you don't have to. It's not that difficult. Gaming console is supposed to have games. I agree with you, OBJ. You're exactly right. But the PlayStation does that. The PlayStation does that. Their Xbox One, that's not what it's about. Xbox One X, they're trying to do that. That's what they're trying to do. So, and that's why they're making the big deal about all the multi-plat games, which is bullshit. The multi-plat games don't all look and run better on that. Okay, that's BS. We know that now. We also know their games aren't going to be 4K native. We know that now. That's why we know that the reason why, in my opinion, I believe they won't crossplay is so they have another way to stay in the console space without making games themselves, when they can just make a back door for crossplay, which is easy. That's easy. So, it is what it is. So people just got to get over it and move on. If you're wanting, it's sort of like this. If you prefer the Xbox One and you're thinking you're going to get a bunch of games, you're full of shit. You're delusional. You're an idiot. If you have an Xbox One and you understand that, hey, look, I've got a 4K TV, an Xbox One S, I can watch UHD movies, I can stream Netflix or Hulu. That's what it's for, okay? That's what it's for. And most people are doing that. When you look at it, that's why they make fun of people saying, well, such and such was watching Netflix. They're probably watching something in 4K, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like I said, the Defenders, that the Marvel Defenders is coming up. I believe that's going to be in 4K. You can stream that on the 4K source queue. So guess what I'm going to do? If it's in 4K, I'm going to watch it in 4K, which means I'll have to, well, I don't have to have a 4K TV, but if I wanted to, I can activate that from the Xbox One S and use their 4K hub. You see what I'm saying? You know, I can, if I want to, you know, Wonder Woman's going to come out, you can already pre-order that in UHD 4K. All right, I liked Wonder Woman, and all my DCEU movies are going to be 4K. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Okay, it's not that big a deal. So what'd you say there? Somebody said something about the UI. So right now the Xbox UI is pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with either one of the UIs. The new Xbox One UI is eerily similar to the PlayStation one. Very streamlined. That's why people are saying it's streamlined, is this, is that. Well, the PlayStation is already like that. But if this provides you with a better experience on Xbox, fine. I mean, mine did not update. Like I said, I'm not one of the cool kids. So, you know, I don't know if I have to do something to get it to update. There's nothing that indicates there's an update available. I've got everything on automatic. So it is what it is. So, yeah, the Xbox One UI is busy. Shout out to Cycle Gamer. I didn't see you in there, bro. Yeah, it's nice to have a clean UI. Yeah, I agree with that. That's the PlayStation one. I mean, again, if I want to, I mean, what PlayStation game do I have here? All right, if I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, I can just put that disc in the PlayStation 4. As soon as you put it in, it loads right up. It says it says launch or whatever. Starts blinking. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we did with the Nintendo. If you had ColecoVision, I could go on and on and on. You know, if you had a Sega Genesis, you put the cartridge in, turned it on, booted right up, said press start, and we started playing. Okay? So, you know, that's my whole point. So, what's up, Corey Massey? What's happening? What's happening? I'm just going through the chat now. The best is Halo 2. Well, I would disagree. I like Halo Reach, but that's fine. What's the best Halo? I liked Reach, but I agree. It's all opinion. Sony made a XMB like UI for PS4. Yeah, they're not going to do that. They don't need to. So they do not need to. So, well, again, I don't disagree with you, Mo. I mean, they're going to watch Netflix and play with the UI. Yeah, and again, like I said, there was a big Xbox podcast yesterday. They talked about the UI for 20 minutes. And then they talked about how come Sony's UI isn't like this, because it doesn't have to be. It's already streamlined. Same cats on that same podcast a few years ago was mad because the Sony UI was simple. Oh, there's nothing here, and it's boring. I don't just do this. You just, it's nothing a whole lot there. So, yeah, and I never played Halo multiplayer, and never going to. So, okay, let me ask you off. If you're buying everything digital, what do you do when you start running out of space? Because that's what I'm afraid of, is that I'm going to run out of space. Halo 4 was trash. All right. Damn. I thought Halo 4's story was good. Now, do you mean the multiplayer was trash, Halo Storm, or the whole game was trash? I mean, get more space. All right, but how? How do I mean? You're saying I have to go out and buy another hard drive or something? You like the hard copies, brother? Yeah, I do too. I'm still old school. It's the most hated shooter of all time. Damn. A bigger hard drive. All right. I remember I beat Halo 4. Halo 4 is one of the last games on the 360 I beat. It was one of the last games I beat. So you delete the game, you don't play. Okay. I still, you know what? I got Until Dawn. I beat that years ago. I haven't played it yet. It was free, so I got it. So what's KOF 14? King of Fighters? Okay. That King of Fighters 14, I assume. And I have a 1 point. Okay, so everybody's updated everything. Signature dynamic themes. Hey, anybody that has Hellblade, what's that dynamic theme like? So what is that dynamic theme like? Somebody just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down or a meh. Yeah, I prefer my games be physical too, but I'm old, so I prefer the feeling of something in my hand than something that I just buy and go with. So it is good, okay. So yeah, I mean, and I'll be buying this. I mean, but I'll be mad as hell if it says I got to start deleting a bunch of stuff. So, and like I said, I did beat Ghost Recon, but I got it on 99%, and there's nothing left for me to do. But nevertheless, I did beat it. And it had a crazy ass ending to it. So 69. Okay. So you didn't like the Halo 4? Okay. Well, me personally, I think they should, at least for one game, go away from Master Chief. You know, I mean, it's go away from him. That shit's played out. So, I mean, I think they tried to at Halo 5, but it didn't work out. So maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. I don't need to change the UI. I need to change the way they approach exclusive games. For who? For Microsoft? Again, OBJ, if you're waiting, again, if we're waiting on Microsoft to come out with a huge amount of exclusive games, they're not doing that. That's not who they are. So, and that's what I'm saying. We got to stop. I mean, me personally, I stopped wanting Microsoft to be. Again, it's like somebody coming up to a group of guys that can't throw a football and trying to make them a quarterback. You know, that's not what they are. You know, they may be better running backs or defensive players, but they're not the quarterback. All right, Halo Storm, take it easy, bro. Need to stop making Halo games before they destroy the game. Well, as long as people keep buying Halo, they're not going to quit making them. But I don't. It's just like saying they got to make. That's almost like saying that they got to stop making Transformers movies. Even though the last 3 Transformer movies have been garbage, they still make them. They still make them. So, yeah, I liked Halo 5. I like that story. I love that Cortana thing being a forerunner. I think that was the big thing. Spoiler alert, sorry. Well, Cortana is a forerunner, so anyone want to play Ghost Recon sometime? Well, if you caught me earlier, I could have played with you, Wolfie. But I'm not going to be playing it now. I already beat it. So, damn. Now, Corey Massey, you have a PC. Are you going to buy that Star Citizen when it comes out? Yeah, Halo 1's a masterpiece. I agree 100%. So, Xbox fanboys got nothing to play. Well, that's the problem, is that OG John is at their fanboys. There you go. There's your problem. I prefer the PS. Well, I never had a PS3, so I won't be able to say. PS3 is innovative, though. It's more innovative than any console ever made. So with that said, I never had one. So did I get the season pass? No, I did not get the season pass. So, but I did like Ghost Recon. I mean, people threw it under the bus. I like tearing down that drug ring. What it just got repetitious. You were either kidnapping people or just outright killing them. And I prefer, and then, you know, you kidnap people and then you would set other things in motion and then they would start kind of killing each other. And that was actually pretty cool. So that was actually pretty cool. So the Hellblade theme is fire. Good, good, good. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. The Hellblade voices are on another level. Yep, that's what I've heard. Again, I've heard nothing bad about Hellblade. So God of War is supposed to be what? God of War is early 18, Q1, I think. Yeah, I do too, Wolfie. Star Citizen is life. Yeah, that's why I'm building my PC to play Star Citizen. So, and like I told people, once I get on Star Citizen, yeah, I'll be playing that. You catch me on that. So, so yeah. Multiplayer is coming soon for Ghost Recon. Oh, okay. It already has multiplayer on it, doesn't it? March 2018. It's Q2. Yeah, possibly. I guess Sony's going to release all those games like they did this year, how they released Nier Automata, Neo, Persona 5. How could you spend five? Oh, that's right. I don't understand why you guys are spending money on Star Citizen. Okay, doesn't it come with stuff? It should come with a ship and stuff like that. Just go with that. So, Game of the Year 2009. It should release this year because they literally told them they had to release it this year or they were going to start investigating them for securities fraud. Because they only needed like $6 million to do that game, and they've gotten close to 180 to 200 million or something like that. So, competitive multiplayer. All right, that's golly. All right. I mean, again, it's not my style because it's not a tactical game like a lot of the Tom Clancy games, and that's why I tried to play it more tactically than anything, and they took that away. There's no more breaching and clearing and stuff like that. That's what I mean. So it's still fun, though. I still enjoyed it. Does what you need to grind something crazy for upgrades. Yeah, and let me talk about that real fast. You got a lot of people upset about microtransactions in games, and I'm not going to damage control that. I hate that shit. Now, look, I have used microtransactions for cosmetic stuff, and it helps enhance the story. I've bought all the DLC for Mass Effect, all of it. Okay, that includes the skins, that includes the weapons, which are in-game, by the way. Well, some of them are. About 90% of them. There is 10% that were microtransactions, but I've got all the skins. I got all the. And again, I'm a big Mass Effect fan, and I want to add to that lore. So I bought Project Overlord and Lair the Shadow Broker and the Arrival. I bought all that stuff. That helped enhance the game. It didn't help me cheat to win the game, though. And I don't like that kind of stuff. So, but you know, I just don't do it. So, all right, Savage, have a good one, bro. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be shutting it down here. But like I said, real quick, the big breaking news is that Project Cars 2 does look significantly better on the Xbox X, according to the developer. So there's nothing to damage control. Just that is what it is. Horizon DLC is coming out same day as it's coming out the same day as the Xbox X. So that proving to me that Sony could give two fucks about that. So Assassin's Creed Origins, again, there's 18 to 20 minutes of gameplay online right now if you all want to check that out. Xbox dashboard update. Again, I didn't get an update. I'm not cool enough to get an update. They don't like me enough. So, and do you think that the Xbox X pre-order, not being able to do it yet, do you think that has slowed down the momentum they had? I mean, they got some good news today. If you like racing games, let me make this clear. If you like racing games, then Project Cars 2, I guess if you like Project Cars, if you like Project Cars 2, then this is a game that's going to look better on the Xbox. I don't know how it's going to perform. Please don't ask me how it's going to perform. I have no idea, but it does look better according to that. So, all right, OG John, who's lying now? So, everyone's sleeping on is that Prey, you mean? So, no, Phil Spencer didn't cancel no Xbox One X. Come on. I'm not buying Xbox One X, but they didn't cancel it. Project Cars 2 is hard. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just do not know enough about Project Cars 2. I do know if you like racing games, you got Forza 7, you got Forza Motorsports, or Forza Horizon 3, we got Drive Club, we got Project Cars. We got a lot to choose from. Mario Kart, if that's more of your style. Dirt. I mean, you got a lot of racing games. So I'm not sleeping on that. I just have not heard about it. So I guess I am sleeping on it. So I didn't know they were making. I didn't know Supergiant was making a new one though. Xbox was shut down. I mean, look, if Xbox One X doesn't do well, they're going to go in that direction. They're not going to keep throwing millions of dollars in R&D, and this is why they want crossplay, because it allows them to crossplay again allows Microsoft to backdoor into games. Again, look, did you all know that 2K MLB The Show Baseball, they got over 100 emails, people complaining because they don't have the ability to buy that game on the Xbox. They're upset, and they actually had to come out with a statement saying that they make this game first party for Sony. Sony is paying them to make the game. You're waiting on Need for Speed. So am I. Yeah, so am I. So what that's led to is that's led to people saying Sony's being anti-consumer because they want access to those games instead of just buying the platform. So they don't know what anti-consumer means. So, I mean, they just don't. I mean, the people saying Sony's anti-consumer, shout out to the 20 people watching. People saying Sony's anti-consumer don't know what anti-consumer means. But that's a Sony own. Well, 2K, that's who makes MLB The Show. They don't own that. They don't own that studio, but they do own the rights to MLB. So they're not fucking up on purpose. I don't think Sony has messed up this gen. I mean, by the quantitative standard, they're fine. They're fine. So they've sold 60 million plus consoles. They're fine. They're on pace to break PS2 record sales. I don't know if they will, but they're on pace to. So Need for Speed better not be online. I'm sure it will be. So Sony owns, they own MLB. Yeah, the 2K, I believe, makes that game first party for Sony. Yeah, Sony bought MLB. All right, basically when the NFL bought all the rights to EA bought all the rights to NFL apparel. So Sega was making 2K football. Sega retaliated and they bought the MLB stuff and they took that away from Microsoft because EA was much more aligned with Microsoft, but they were because Microsoft was selling way more consoles at the time. I have no Need for Speed. I have a Need for Skate. Yeah. I mean, I'm interested in Need for Speed. Got to see how that's going to roll out. That did look interesting. So, made by Sony San Diego. Okay. But it's 2K, isn't it? I thought 2K made I thought 2K really supported that game. So, but that's cool. I mean, you know, here's what I do know. There's people screaming that they can't get that game. Yeah, MLB game without Sony's permission. Yeah, because, yeah, Sony, again, owns the MLB's rights. They own that right, and they farm that out to 2K. That's pretty much what I understood it. So while 2K is an independent studio, they make that game primarily for Sony. Just as Insomniac is a third-party studio, and they're making Spider-Man. You know, again, Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, which that's the game I'm talking about. You literally have the Xbox community and the PC community trying to come together to force Sony to put that game on PC and or Xbox. So are they begging? They're begging for Spider-Man, and they're begging for the MLB The Show. They're begging for Neo. Yeah, they're begging for Horizon Zero Dawn. Those are the top games that I know about that they're really, 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 really begging about. I mean, I know that for sure. So EA won't make another Skate. I hope you're wrong, but I don't see a fan base for Skate. Could they do a remaster though? They could. They could do something like that, kind of come down, you know. They should put Spider-Man on PC at least. No, they're not going to put – well, they might. They still might. Let me make that clear. But right now there's no plan for that. That's a Sony first-party IP. So I don't – they want you to play that on their console. So we have to wait and see, though. Have to wait and see. But, guys, I'm going to bounce on out of here. Man, I do appreciate you guys joining me. As I said before, go out and enjoy the games. Go out and enjoy the weather, if not. So, but I'm going to just like PlayStation PC guys were begging for about the Xbox. Okay. So, I mean, again, but excuse me. I mean, Psycho Gamer, does it matter who was begging for something? They're not getting it. So they're not getting it. And there's not a game on the Xbox that, oh, well, there might be. I don't know. I don't know of a game on the Xbox that people were begging for on the PlayStation. The only game I can think of was Metal Gear. Hold on. That's the opposite. No, I can't think of any game, but who knows? Yeah. So, but I don't think anybody was begging anybody for Xbox games. None. I think Psycho Gamer's just kidding. He's just pulling your chain. So he's pulling my chain. Hell, I can't even think straight. So it's documented. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, again, if it's, remember last generation, Sony was trying to get crossplay with Microsoft, and Microsoft would not return the phone call. So it's never fun when you're at the bottom. The people at the bottom always want more. So it is what it is. So the only game I got is Halo, Forza Gears. Yeah, they got more than that, but I understand what you're saying, OG John. So I get it. I understand what you're saying. So, but guys, that is it. I'm going to bounce out of here like a log. So I went out and got X1 for the games I couldn't play on PS4. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Fake petitions. Look, I know when the Spider-Man game comes out, you all better brace yourselves for that because they're going to be screaming about that because Spider-Man's the biggest selling superhero in the world. In the world combined. I mean, it doesn't matter what any of them else do. They don't sell as much apparel or toys as Spider-Man. So they just don't. They don't do it. So, but maybe Sony gives them a Miles Morales Xbox, gives Xbox Miles Morales, which I think could be good. But yeah, Spider-Man so far looking pretty good. Looking forward to that. God of War, all those games are looking good. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope everybody's enjoying Hellblade. The people that got it. And I certainly hope we get more games like that. Again, Lawbreakers is out as well. Nobody seems to be talking about that, but Lawbreakers is out as well. And that is running 4K, true 4K 60 on the Pro. Peace out, Wolf Flow. Always a pleasure. And everybody out there, Cycle Gamer, Ryan, OG John, all you guys that are here, Guardian Legends, Spartan, everybody, thanks for coming. Top Dog, I see you out there, bro. So, Obi to John, always a pleasure. So, but that is it. I'm going to bounce out of here. I am just shocked that my screen sharing is getting a little bit better. So, I told you I'd step it up a little bit. Give an old man credit. Just press some buttons. I figured some stuff out. But that is out. That is it, guys. I am out. I'm going to actually go lay down and do some other stuff. But I'm going to get back on Mass Effect on my Xbox S. So if anybody wants to play Forza, I got Forza 3. So if somebody wants to join me in Forza 3, try to outrace me around the track, just hit me up. I'm Situated Spoon 26 on the Xbox. And I'm Craig Harris 456, I think, on my PlayStation. I think that's it. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Twitter with the same handle. And I am on something called Twitch with the same handle. And I still can't figure out how to do Mixer, but, Mixer's mixing me. So, but that's it, guys. I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks for coming. This is Craig Harris, the black man in the green chair. Easy. And play the games. Huge gaming dump this week. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.